Hi everyone, welcome to stampandgala.com. Today's project is this cute little treat holder. It holds a package of Tic Tacs. I created this project on my Facebook Live page on Thursday along with two other projects, a coordinating birthday card, as well as another treat holder that holds these cute little Orange Crush bottles of Jelly Bellies. You will be able to find those two videos on my YouTube page as well. To get started, I'm using all Stampin' Up! Products, the Lemon Zest stamp set, along with the Lemon Builder Punch. Now, these can be purchased together through my online store, and by doing so, you'll save 10% as long as you bundle it. Keep in mind that the bundle is only available in the catalog that it's introduced in. I'm also using these layering circle dies. Now, to get started, what I did was offline, I took a piece of Grapefruit Grove cardstock, and it's measures 6 1/4 by 4 3/8. I scored it offline at 2, 2 7/8, 4 7/8, and 5 3/4. I turned it on the short side and scored it at 7/8. Okay, so you take your bone folder and burnish on all the score lines. Now, if you're not yet a member of my Facebook group page, Stampin' Gala Stampers Group, I'd love to have you join us. I do live videos there every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, so we're going to cut this rectangle out completely. And I'm going to cut it on an angle, just like that. Now I'm going to cut up on the 3 remaining score lines. And what I like to do is I like to cut up all the way to the intersecting score line on both sides of this little score bump. What it does, it takes out that little bump there in the cardstock. And it gives a nicer close, a nicer finished product. I don't know if you can see every time you score, it gets like a bump, and that's what I'm cutting out. Okay, so then I simply just turn it on the other side. Let me see if I can get this. And a lot of times you can just tear them off with your fingers, but I like to use scissors. See how slim that little margin is there. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch the hole for the ribbon to go through on the larger panels. So what we do is take a 3/4 inch punch, and we're going to slide this in and center it and bring it down far enough. I like to line up the edge of the cardstock with this line right here on the punch. That's how I just eyeball it. Do it the same way over here, and they look pretty even. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put some tear and tape there, and then this will be the front of the box. So this panel right here is going to have tear and tape on it as well. So let's put that on first. So this will be the inside of the box, and then we're going to put the tear and tape on the other side of the tab. The long tab that holds it together. Okay, just like that. A lot of people ask me what this tool is that I'm using. It's just a ruler, and I got it at, it's called perfecttrimruler.com. Okay, now I have 2 pieces of cardstock here. Well, 1 piece of cardstock and 1 piece of DSP. The cardstock is 1 3/4 by 3 1/4. This one is Gingham Gala, and this is 1 5/8 by 3 1/8. Now, keep in mind that all of these sizes are on my blog at stampandgala.com, and you can print off the project sheets. You can download the product sheets and save them to your computer, or print them off for your convenience. And while you're there, I'd love it if you would subscribe to my blog posts. That way you won't miss a thing. Okay, we're going to put this on the front panel. And also while you're there, if you would like to subscribe to my newsletter, you'll receive a free tutorial. And my newsletters come out once a week. Okay, so that's that. Now we're gonna take our scissors or our tool and just lift this, the top layer. There you go. Fold this down and this will come together perfectly, just like that. Same thing here. Okay, first of all, we're gonna fold the sides in, fold the back in, and last, take the tearing tape off, and then fold this down. So there is your box form. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the ribbon and feed it through, just like that. And then we'll cut it off about right there, okay? So let me tell you about let me take this out and I'll tell you about how much it is. About 16 inches, okay? All right, so now I don't have another pack of Tic Tacs, so I'll just steal that one. We're gonna just drop that in, and now we're gonna tie a bow right in the front. And the bow is kind of nice. It acts as a pull. It serves two purposes. Of course, it makes it look pretty. And then it serves as a pull to pull the candy up. Once you have the bow tied, you don't have to untie it to get the candy out. Okay, so I always put my finger and thumb in the loops so I don't pull them all the way out. Okay, so that's perfect. All right, now we're going to do some stamping. Let's do the sentiment first and get that out of the way. The sentiment is stamped in Grapefruit Grove. And for this, I'm using the Itty Bitty Birthdays, and I chose the Cheers to You stamp. So we'll take this, and we'll ink that up and stamp it right there, okay? I like to cut this on an angle, and just like that. Now this is ready to go. We'll just keep that to the side. Now we're gonna stamp two, I have another one. We're gonna stamp two, one orange and one lime. So we're gonna take the stamp, and we'll stamp the orange, just like that. But since we're changing colors, I do need to clean this off. And this time we'll take the lime. Lemon Lime Twist, it's called. Okay, doesn't this scream summer? I love these colors together. Now what we're gonna do is punch this with a 1 3/4 inch punch. Just like that. Okay, so we're gonna build the punch here. Now, remember I showed you the circle, layering circles. So I used one of the dies, which I believe was this one right here, to get this size. And then I used the scalloped one that's slightly bigger in white. So we're first gonna take this, put a little bit of glue on the back, and adhere these two together. And then we're going to take some dimensionals and just put it on the back here. And this looks kind of like the ripply skin that a fruit has. Add a couple more dimensionals here, and we're going to add it to the front of our treat. So we'll put that right there. Now I did stamp an orange. We don't need the whole thing, so we'll cut this right in half. Save that for another project. We'll put glue on just 1/2 of this because it's going to go on like that. Okay. Bring back in the sentiment, and again, only put glue on 1/2. Slide it under here, just like that. And then you can add, I didn't have on, well, this one I do. I'm going to add some leaves, okay? And in our stamp set, we have a couple of leaves here. Okay, so I'm going to stamp those separately with the lemon lime twist. So this one, I think I can get it on there. Yep. We'll punch that out with the lemon builder punch. I think this is one of those sleeper products. It's so fun for summer. It would be fun to do projects with the kids for like a lemonade stand too. Who doesn't like that in the summertime? Okay, so we're gonna pop this in, punch it out, and we'll just add these to the project. And this time I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue on the back. Put this up like that. You can just tear this off because we don't need the stem. It won't be shown. Add some glue and put that right there. So there is your finished project. This one doesn't have the leaves on it, but let me bring our other coordinating projects in. I hope you can stop by sometime at my stampinggala.com. Visit me there often. I have daily inspiration, lots of ideas and tips and tricks, and I'd love to see you there. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.